House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy's record-breaking marathon speech earlier this month that forced Democrats to delay final passage of their massive spending bill not only won him praise from former President Trump, it also helped fuel his already formidable fundraising. The longtime lawmaker from Bakersfield, California, raised more than $400,000 in contributions from more than 18,000 online donors in the handful of days after his 8.5-hour speech that lasted from the evening of Thursday, November 18, into the following morning, the longest floor speech in House history. McCarthy's political team, which shared the fundraising figures first with Fox News on Tuesday, said that more than $100,000 was hauled in the hours immediately after the conclusion of the House GOP leader's speech. And it also shared that roughly $17 million was hauled in by the National Republican Congressional Committee, NRCC, at its annual fundraising dinner, which this year was held November 8 in Tampa, Florida, and headlined by Trump. The funds brought in at the House GOP re-election arms fundraiser, as well as the post-speech fundraising, will support Republicans running in the 2022 midterm elections, when the party needs a net gain of just 5 seats to retake the House majority that it lost 3 years ago. And McCarthy's spreading of the wealth when it comes to his robust fundraising should also pay dividends in his quest to succeed Democratic Representative Nancy Pelosi as House Speaker. McCarthy's hauled in $57.8 million during the first 9 months of 2021, an off-election year record for Republicans. Kevin McCarthy has been our #1 fundraiser, not just this cycle but last cycle, NRCC Chair Representative Tom Emmer emphasized when the fundraising figures were first reported by Fox News in October. The House GOP leaders team spotlighted that McCarthy transferred $19.4 million during the first 9 months of the year to the NRCC, $8.3 million directly to GOP incumbents in highly contested seats, and $2.3 million to Republican state parties. Kevin McCarthy is doing all the right things to retake the House, including raising a record amount of money. Republicans are focused on winning big, so there is no doubt who will take the gavel, a senior GOP aide told Fox News. It's no secret that raising record amounts of money to take back the House is one of the surest ways to foster support among GOP members and candidates. McCarthy's team says the House Republican leader this week becomes the first to launch a national ad blitz in the spot, which will help raise funds for GOP candidates running in next year's midterms. McCarthy charges that 1 year of Democrat control of Washington has led to shortages, inflation, crime, chaos, division and failure. And speaking directly to the camera, he tells supporters that together we can stop Joe Biden's disastrous agenda. We can end one-party rule, fire Nancy Pelosi, and take our country back. The ad by the McCarthy Victory Fund, which the House GOP leader unveiled during a Monday evening interview on Fox News Hannity, will run on Fox News, Newsmax, OANN and conservative radio. McCarthy's House floor speech won him a compliment from the former president, who remains extremely popular and influential with Republican voters and politicians as he continues to play a kingmaker's role in party politics and teases a 2024 White House run. Great job by Kevin McCarthy last night, setting a record by going over 8 hours of speaking on the House floor, Trump said in a statement the following day. But late last week the House GOP leader came under attack from freshman Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia, a Trump loyalist. We know that Kevin McCarthy has a problem in our conference. He doesn't have the full support to be Speaker, Greene said on a podcast hosted by GOP Representative Matt Gaetz of Florida, another strong Trump supporter. He doesn't have the votes that are there, because there's many of us that are very unhappy about the failure to hold Republicans accountable. Greene's laid out a list of demands for McCarthy for him to earn her support for Speaker. Among them were kicking anti-Trump GOP reps. Liz Cheney of Wyoming and Adam Kinzinger of Illinois out of the House Republican Conference, and stripping moderate Republican Representative John Katko of New York, a McCarthy ally, of his ranking position on the Homeland Security Committee due to his vote to impeach Trump and his support of the bipartisan infrastructure law.